Floaty had a job with WAPTEK. Here we go. Please show me anywhere that people said that there were no propane tanks at the camp at Standing Rocks. As stated in the video that the person who is doing this responded to, and the video they ignored and posted this crud to, along with the rest of it in this video, it was a channel comment I was responding to that was preposterous. So basically you're agreeing with me that there was propane tanks there. Want to bet this person weasels out of that. Anyway, here we go. And I also have a link to the video. Next. You obviously do not have a clue how stingray technology works. No, I have no clue whatsoever. It's nothing like at all the man-in-the-middle attacks we would do in the past to break into cell phones just to prove that it could be done, which is one of the reasons you have some encryption now. Claim. It drains your phone's battery. Now, the claim was that it was explicitly draining batteries by mystery ray gun technology. They have that, instead of what you didn't even post. Anyway, this is a channel, by the way, this is a 2016 blank channel that bleeded this to me. Here we go. I have proof from my cell phone service provider of this technology being used at Standing Rock. So your cell phone service provider is providing you with evidence that Standing Rock's location used the stingray technology. I didn't actually say that they didn't use it. I just said that the assertions people were making were magical thinking versions of what it actually does. But be sure to fan the flames of ignorant anger and frustration and fear. Those, you know, the three horsemen of the stupidity. Anyway, here we go. And you didn't get proof from your cell phone provider from it. If you did, why do you have a blank channel? Why didn't you tell us where it is? Thanks for no links. This is designed to elicit this sort of response. The person is deliberately playing dumb so that I'll respond in this video this way. That's why they're not getting any links or any respect here. I'm currently putting together a lawsuit for the use of said technology. Join the club. Why don't you join the groups of people trying to make it to where it doesn't work by using their own technology against them by repeating it back with a 1 picosecond delay or something like that, so it really screws them up. Do you know anything about that? Remember, you're the one who says, I obviously have no clue how stingray technology works. I also don't know how to make the thing go into a loop by having it essentially go into a Jimi Hendrix feedback loop. A signal jammer is what can be used to block the stingray technology. Please stop getting your techno data from frickin' Alex Jones and some place trying to sell you a piece of equipment that will do exactly nothing except call attention to you. The only thing you're going to accomplish by that is actually violating a real FCC law that legally allows them to then search your house, you pinhead. Next. Again, did I mention this is a blank channel making assertions? Yeah, I remember. Anyway, the stingray technology, along with, there's dozens of other ones, but we'll just do this one. It's a man-in-the-middle attack. It mimics your wireless carrier cell tower by looking for the nearest one you're communicating with and steals the information. This is like you naming your Wi-Fi hotspot the next door neighbor's one so that somebody might accidentally log in and then steal the password that's trying to be sent. Not that I've ever done that. You can also do peer-to-peer mode, otherwise known as ad hoc, and get around a lot of these. But we wouldn't want to look that up. We want to make these assertions that me, WAPTEK, I don't know anything about cell phone hacking. Anyway, it impersonates the cell phone carrier's tower, hacks phones, etc. And for greater surveillance potential, at least that's the assumption, it can force a phone to broadcast at full power versus power saver mode so it can drain the batteries more quickly. As opposed to someone saying, it's a ray gun that breaks your battery whether you have it on or not. So yeah, I'm the one who doesn't know what he's talking about because I can't look up, I think it was paragraph 2 on the Wikipedia page, or look up the manual. Yes, there are manuals for these things that have been released because people stole the manuals out of the cop cars. But that's something you can tell it. You can also just tell the damn thing to flash the phone and kill it. You can also put it into a test mode where it does a battery test, which would also drain it. You didn't bring up any of this. You just made these assertions because you want to get, you know, this is called probing me for information. You're a little green guy with a big finger, aren't you? Ouch. So anyway, next. And you can look it up on the Stingray phone tracker Wikipedia page or YouTube results, stop Stingray phone without timestamp sorting, and you can get information about it, maybe. I'm also including some archives below for a lot of people who say they know about this technology too. laugh along with me, because almost all of it that people make assertions about are in some way totally wrong. I'm going to repeat this. Don't buy something that's supposed to jam a radio signal. All that does is legally give someone the right to haul you away to jail because you are literally violating a federal law. It's against the law for you to jam a signal, not the police. Isn't that just lovely? Next, we get this one here. Where's the evidence that the incendiary device was made? Okay, right back at you. Where's the evidence that a concussion grenade was used? I'll get to that request. Where's the evidence on incendiary device? You misspelled device, by the way. But I'm giving you advice on your device. I love how people misspell things and don't think it's going to be funny. But anyway, where's your evidence, all this video evidence, confirming the use of concussion grenades being used by the police? Number one, the person doing this, like all the other propagandists and open hangout people, are using the word concussion grenade to get a specific response. Them being told that they're wrong about what a concussion grenade is. A stun grenade, flash grenade, or flashbang is designed to produce a blinding flash of light and a loud noise with no permanent injury as a non-lethal weapon. The whole point of it is to disorient a person and even make them fall down from the concussion, the shock. But it's not a concussion grenade. Sort of like a what do they call it? An assault rifle is different than an assault weapon. Assault weapon is a bullshit term. Assault rifle is a real thing. A sting ball, or excuse me, a stun grenade, flashbang, yada yada. A sting ball grenade are stun grenades, just like that one, made from hard rubber and filled with rubber balls. They are actually a lot like fragmentation grenades, only they throw rubber balls. They're supposed to be less damaging. Those weren't used at Standing Rock. Concussion or blast grenade is an anti-personnel device that is designed to hurt or kill people just with explosive force. This is like holding a stick of dynamite. That's about all it's for. The explosive filler is usually of a greater weight and volume, and the case is thinner than a fragmentation grenade. And a fragmentation grenade is the same thing, only with fragmentation material on the outside, usually metal, and it has a slightly smaller charge, and it's designed to kill people by penetrative and mechanical shock. And I'd like to add again to this, every one of you that misuses the terms they call it begging the question, but it isn't. You're demanding that you have control over the conversation by someone simply correcting you on being wrong. You're wrong. Every time you make this assertion, especially in public, and people go, rah, 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 that's the way to do it, you're convincing everyone you're too ignorant to use the correct term. It is not. It is not a concussion grenade. And when people hold up, this is a concussion grenade, every military person, every police officer, and everybody who has to make decisions on this sees an idiot hold up a flashbang instead of a concussion grenade. And that's what you want. You want everybody who's an advocate for the police not doing this stuff, including me, you want us all to look stupid by deliberately using the wrong words. That's like saying someone threw an atomic warhead when they didn't. It's just stupid on purpose. You're doing this to make, you are sandbagging them. You're an infiltrator. You're an agent provocateur. And then we get to this part. I'm saving this for last. Congratulations on mindlessly regurgitating propaganda. Right back at you, Ivan. Next. I hope they are paying you well for spewing lies. Oh, you had to stick in the paid shill thing. Yeah. Can't argue the points. You deliberately use the wrong wording. You make statements about things that are completely incorrect, and then you say a jammer is the thing to get, when that just turns you into a big frickin' bullseye of a target. Since the alternative is that you're just simply a moron. No, the alternative is that I actually do know what I'm talking about, that you ignored the entire video's content, you ignored the whole point of the video, and you're doing this on purpose to get a response like this. That's your whole deal. You either, let's try you out. Congratulations on literally the same thing, regurgitating propaganda. That's your job. And you're not paid for it. You are trying to make sure that everybody who's against the Standing Rock pipeline looks like an idiot. That's why your stuff won't be posted to my channel. That's why I will critique you. And every one of you that's an advocate for getting Standing Rock shut down so that they don't have the pipeline go through, if you let someone talk like this in your midst, you're an idiot. That's like someone saying, yeah, he was shot with a sniper rifle when he was hit with literally a baton. Literally, just going out of your way to use the wrong words just to aggravate people? Really? Or this person's probing to see what I'll do. I don't think they need to probe much. They could just look at the channel. Oh, wait a minute, this person ignored the entire point of the video. Well, no, the person that I'm discussing here watched the whole video and looked for things to say to see if I would point out every little detail. And then they'll come back with a, oh, you're a pedantic, or they'll come back with some one-word response like that. Since the alternative is that you're simply a moron. No, the alternative, again, and I'm just going to say this really simply, is that I actually double-check everything I say, and I try to get it right. So I will have to make a statement at this point. Yes, technically this equipment, in a way, can be made to tell your cell phone to lose power by powering the batteries down. That actually can be done, in a manner of speaking, but mostly it's trying to make sure your phone doesn't turn off when it's not in use, so they can find you. I do know about that, I just didn't think of it as being the main purpose of it. And again, the response I did in the video was someone basically saying a ray gun kills the battery by magically expediting the electrons or whatever. And then he says, educate yourself before making yourself look foolish next time. I'm the one who read the manual on these things. I've also written manuals like this. Analog versions of this existed before, and me and other people figured out how to build them to prove that it could be done and convince the cell phone companies to fix what was wrong. It's called security. It's called intrusion testing. It's called actually knowing what you're doing for many decades. You don't know what you're talking about now. I don't think you're going to improve over the next week. If anybody wants to critique what I've done for this critique, you can go right ahead. Keep it on topic, and if you sound like a sandbagger, your comment won't be posted. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.